Hi all, just thought I'd do a video on a new stove that I picked up. Um, this is a Coleman butane stove. It's a camping stove. I got this one from Walmart, ran $18.99. And I picked it up because I'm currently using this old um, Coleman 533 dual fuel stove for camping. And the issue I have with this is that um, it sucks at regulating the flame. I mean the valve here, it's either on full blast or off. This is going to be a lot more versatile. This you can actually cook with, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to simmer and cook and slow cook. And I'll attach a video at the end here showing that in action. Okay, what this is, it actually puts out 7,650 BTUs. It is a let's see, it's porcelain coated grate. It's got a built-in wind baffle. That's good. This actually has a built-in windscreen as well. It's very important on anything outdoor because the wind really affects these stoves. Aluminum burner, an adjustable burner, and that's my most important thing. I don't really care about boil times and how fast this can boil. This is strictly for cooking. I'm sure it'll do fine boiling, but just cooking, slow cooking, simmering, that sort of thing. Alright, what this takes is you see there, they're using a Coleman butane cylinder, 8.8 ounces. This is the type of fuel I did find. Couldn't find the Coleman, so I did find this, and this is Awatani. I found this at an Asian market near where I work, and I've been to a few different Asian markets, and they all seem to carry these at great prices. And this ran $5.40 for a 4-pack versus $2.99 for one Coleman at Target or Walmart. Went to Big Five as well. They have some other brand there, and they were running like I don't know. They had some for like over $4 each. So each 8-ounce can. So great price. So if you're near an Asian market, hopefully you can get to one. I guess these are very popular stoves that they use, and so they always carry fuel for them. And one thing to keep in mind. The newer cans have a safety feature. You see that blue ring around the rim there. You can kind of see those indentations down there in the blue. It doesn't have to be blue as long as it has some kind of vent. What that is, it's a venting system. So if these cans overheat, this will pop up. This will just kind of expand up. This will roll up on the edge, and those vents will kind of open up and let out the butane instead of exploding. In a video you probably want to look at on YouTube, it's a little scary. It's called "No More Explode Butane," and they kind of show the I guess technology where they came up with that idea, and they show some some overheating without this and without it. It's crazy. And I know that in real life there has been some explosions and burns and things. So if you have these safety features, there's really not a whole lot to worry about, and also just use common sense when you're out there cooking. All right, here it is out of the box, and what it is, it's got the auto ignition down here. So once you put a canister in, you can turn this, and you got your little piezo there, and see how that lights it. This opens up for the canister, and we got a lever here that pushes the canister forward. You can kind of see how that works. That whole tray just slides forward, and it goes right into here, as long as you have that notch up here holding the camera. So that notch goes facing up. A little gate kind of opens up there. There. As long as that is lined up on top, you usually have an arrow right here that shows that. and push this lever down, and that actually make sure this is off before you do anything, and that'll engage it. And from there, close it up. I'll light it in here real quick just so you can see. Auto ignition. I got a ceiling fan on, so it's blowing it around a little bit. Let's shut that off so we can see here. So that's on high, still being blown around a little bit. But you can see that wind baffle there, it really comes down quite a bit. So once you have a pan on top, that cuts it out pretty good. And let me lower this down. And I'll show you, let me put a pot on here. All right, skillet. See from the side how that really blocks the wind pretty good. And I'm talking flame control. I mean, this thing will really go down, so it'll simmer nice and slow. Of course, if there's no wind, if there's wind, you probably have to turn it up a little bit, but it really goes down really nicely. And then it's got good output too, so I tested it earlier, and I'll show that to you. But I'm going to compare. I'm going to show you the two here lit up, just so you can see what I'm talking about. How this will not simmer. So I got a 10-inch cast iron skillet on there. Actually, it's part of my combo cooker, but it's doubles as a skillet. And this will also fit 12-inch pans, no problem. You can see how far these. You got little notches here. So one thing I did notice when I was cooking on it earlier, it's porcelain coated, so it does slide around a bit, but the notches will keep it from going too far. And to adjust the flame, sometimes you have to move this back because that wind baffle hides the flame, so you can't really see how to adjust it. But if you move it back a little, then you can adjust it and then kind of move the skillet back over. But we'll light these up and I'll show you the difference. All right, there you go. That's the Coleman 533, and this is the butane stove, both on high. Let me show you this again. Got your nice flame control. Awesome, actually. Very impressed with this. Yeah, there it is. And then this one, got our valve here. Going down, see if I can get a simmer here. Here it is, cuts out. Yeah, I've had this thing for years. I've tried everything. It's right there, and sometimes it'll simmer, sometimes it won't. And you kick it up, and I'm barely touching the valve here. So with that, it's going to be a backup. Or if I need to boil water. But this thing will be my go-to from now on. Alright, that's about it. One thing I didn't mention, these fuel canisters are supposed to last about an hour and 15 minutes on high, according to the instructions on the box there. But this is a stove. I really got it so I wouldn't have to use it on high, so I'd cook and simmer and things like that. If I really need high, I would bring the other one and use that one. And the other one, that 533, I don't know if I mentioned it, it's a dual fuel white gas or gasoline. And if you have one of the old models, you're probably pretty lucky. I hear the older ones simmer pretty well. It's just the newer versions don't. So, but so far I highly recommend this. I've only had it a short time, but as long as it holds up, it definitely performs. Thanks for watching.